Hello friends, good morning. Welcome back to our channel ALP Talks, General and Electrical Aspects. Today I came up with a good topic, transformer design. Why? Because transformers are most important components in the power system network. In the power system, we have a very huge number of electrical components. From the generation to the consumer end, there are thousands of electrical components are there. A very few are very big components like transformer, remaining all are very small components like Zener diode, which is used for protecting the voltage or maintaining constant voltage. Yeah, like that we have so many devices from very small item to very big item. So how to know about all these devices? How to know where we can find good information in a linked manner about everything? You just watch my channel in YouTube. I'm posting all the videos from starting to end, electricity generation to electricity consumption, and meanwhile entire process. Yeah, that's what the motto of this channel. Please stay tuned, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I hope you will love these videos. Yeah, coming to this topic, transformer. Did you know the electricity which is coming to your house, how many transformers it crosses? Did you know? Did you have any idea? May not. It's difficult to tell. But the network people in power system who are working on that, they may be able to tell, but it's still difficult for them to. Yeah, why? Because we can't say from this source electricity is coming to you. You can't say like that. Yes, of course, electricity will follow the least path, least resistance path. In that manner, we may assume that, say for example, just in your neighborhood, you have one power plant, gas power plant, which is using gas, natural gas, and is making steam, and is converting that steam into the electricity, and that electricity is connected to the grid. Okay, you are taking power from that grid. Say one more plant is located far from, say for example, UP or some Himachal Pradesh, somewhere one hydropower plant is located. We can't say from where it is electricity is coming, whether from that hydropower plant or just nearby your gas power plant. Yeah, chances are there for your nearby if it is connected to that grid. Yes, like that, we can't say how many transformers the electricity is touching. Whatever you are observing, light or everything, the electricity is crossing many miles of miles. So we should know clearly how many devices are there. Each device plays an important role. Everything has its own important role, because who knows what is the very main network. For example, say some 400 kV to some 765 kV, like that. Those are very important power lines in the electrical industry. Those networks will supply power to the entire state itself most of the times. So what happens if any device in that 765 kV line, for example transformer or anything, malfunctions and it is tripped, then how much time it will take to replace the transformer? Is it like going to shop and buying it? No, it's not like that. It is not a tailor-made product. Sorry, it is not a ready-made product. We can't go to shop and we can't buy it direct and come back. There should be some specification for this particular requirement. Yes, this is what I need for this application. So please manufacture this job. Like that, one specification will be there. It will take some time for the design. It will take some time for the making all the documents, review and everything, whether it is perfectly matching our requirements or not. After that, every manufacturer will purchase all the raw materials and he will start manufacturing it. After that, testing will be there. If in testing, if the device is getting passed, then it's okay, very nice. If it is failed, then what happens? Again some delay. Yeah, there is very huge process is there. It's not a ready-made product like toothpaste or soap what we are buying, going to our nearby shop. It's not like that. What I mean to say is transformers are not thousands of transformers are not manufactured and released to the market. Okay, whoever wants buy it. It's not like that. It is a tailor-made product. Each case to case, requirement to requirement, site to site, place to place, application to application, voltage to voltage, current to current, kVA to kVA, state to state. I mean, why I'm saying is some ambient conditions will differ. Altitude to altitude, site to site, because some transformers may be at normal level, some transformers may be at hilly areas, for example, Tirupati or Himalaya, something like that, in Jammu Kashmir, like that. Yes, there are some different aspects. Some transformers may be in a seismic region. So each will have its own design. We can't say like ready-made. Yes, if they are operating just nearby, then it's okay. Remaining all cases, it's not like ready-made. It should be tailor-made only, tailor-made product only transformer. That's why in world there are so many design engineers, so many manufacturing companies in world that's making transformers. But if you notice some ready-made products, we may have very few. But here we have many companies are there. Yeah, how they are making transformers? Whether they have their own, whether God told something to them, or Einstein, or some Tesla, or someone told something to them. Hey, you have to make like this. No, it's not like that. It is not some very hidden. It is not like some very different knowledge. It's like a general knowledge only. It is available everywhere. Only thing, whatever every company they are doing is just best utilization of material. Yes, I will tell, so I will make a video on best utilization of material in my future days, coming days soon. For example, copper, how we can best utilize the copper considered for this design. Say for example, you consider 1000 kg of copper, how we can best utilize this material without melting it, without transformer failing its short circuit strength. For example, insulation material, craft paper or Nomex or press board or permawood, whatever you purchased, how we can utilize bestly. Say for example, if you are bending a stick like this, say for example, you are applying some force on it, just for bending. There is some break-even point, right, where it will start just breaking. If you just apply, for example, say 1000 units, if you are applying 990 units, it may withstand. 991, 992, 993, 995, it will break it. Yeah, that's what happens. Yes, we are going to discuss these parameters, limiting parameters. What will be the limiting parameters with respect to mechanical, with respect to electrical, with respect to thermal, sometimes with respect to chemical also. We are going to discuss each of these parameters for every material we are going to use in electrical products. Yes, I will make a separate video for that. Yes, in this video, yes, I am going to discuss about transformer design. Like that, there are so many things are there for doing a transformer design. Transformer design is not a simply electrical aspect. There are hundreds of other aspects are to be involved, like environment, where we are placing the transformer. We have to take history of data for the past 50 years, 30 years or 40 years. What is the ambient variations in that area? Is this 50 degree, is this 40 degree, is this 30 degree? Based on that, we will design it. We will use material accordingly so that it won't fail in the site. Yeah, this is ambient related, sun rays related, that data also we will collect. Wind related, that data also we will collect. Voltage related, what is the different voltage aspects, power voltages we will collect. Yeah, all the information we will collect. Where we will get all this information? This information we will get from standards. It is not like company standard, company or manufacturer's own standard, but it is a national standards. For example, Government of India is maintaining BIS standards, Bureau of Indian Standards. It is maintaining some list of standards for every product manufactured and produced in India. For example, transformer. For transformers, we have IS 2026 standard. What it will say 2026? 2026 is construction standard, manufacturing standard. It will set some rules for the standard. You have to follow these rules. Then it will be like this. So, what is the testing standard, testing procedure, testing standard? Thermal, temperature, as a short circuit, dielectric, like that. There are different aspects to be considered. Every aspect is separately, detailed manner discussed in individual standards. So you please go to the IS 2026 standard. It may be, you may be designing for any other country, maybe other America or Europe or some Australia or something else. There won't be so much difference in the design. Why? Because frequency difference may be there due to the national practice. That's okay. You can adjust it accordingly. That's some altitude difference may be there. Some voltages may be different. In India, we have 11 kV, 22, 33, 52, 66, 132 kV, something like that. We have voltages. In other countries or America, it may be different. Yeah, there may be 4.6, 8.7, 13.2, 13.8, 12.47, 18.7, something like that. That's okay, yeah, no problem. We can do anything. Only thing, if you go through the individual national standard, we can find some observations where the transformer is going to operate, where the conditions are there. Based on national safety and all, they might keep some precautions. We should follow that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to discuss now. IS 2026. Yeah, I have some plan for some 40 hours. How to design a perfect transformer without that much detailed formulas and all. Just in a general way, how we can design a transformer. At the end of all these sessions, you are able to design a simple transformer easily without so much background knowledge and all. Yes, if you want to do very advanced transformers and all, yes, some knowledge is required. That you can acquire it after getting through all these sessions. Yes. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Bye.